Okay, so we have Swain last pick. Honestly, Swain not too bad here. Swain not too bad. When they're showing Ahri and Nautilus, Xin Zhao, Swain actually has value here. Sion is interesting because my issue here with Sion is that, let's see what else is banned. Kisanta's out, Renekton's out. Like here, honestly, Jax looks pretty free. I think that Jax looks pretty good here. It's like enemy team is showing Nautilus and Xin Zhao and Varus. So in my mind here, right, I think that Sion, I think Jax is just better here. But maybe they also think, right, it's like at the same time, I understand why they pick Sion. Because enemy is showing Ahri, Xin Zhao, Varus. These are not really champions that are going to be that great at killing the Sion. But the issue is that they can pick Gwen on 5, right? So Gwen on 5 here is actually value. Because Gwen shits on Swain and shits on Sion. The issue I have with Sion is that the champions that are good into Vi are also good into Sion and also good into Swain. So I like the draft. Like the draft is fine, right? It's like Elise. I'm still surprised. I'm surprised that no one. I think that I'm very surprised that Sejuani is not picked here. I think Sejuani is pretty good here. Gwen can't kill Sion before 2 items. It doesn't matter. I'm happy that Saken gets to play this type of matchup. I think that every time I see Saken, it's like Ryze, Ahri, Swain. I think this is better champions for him than the mages. Yeah, Ahri on 4 is very troll. Like Ahri on 4 is very weak. It's like Ahri on 4 is very weak. I think BKR's draft 1, 2, 3, 4 was very bad. I don't like it at all. I think it's like super weak. The only thing that is good about this draft in my opinion is that the fact that they picked Varus. Like Nautilus is fine, right? I don't mind Nautilus too much, but Ahri and Xin Zhao, this is, I think blue side is better because of this, right? I think blue side draft is better. I think Swain gets a lot of value against most of these champs, except maybe Varus and Gwen. I'm just a big fan of Lulu Zeri as well in this context. It's just Xin Zhao and Ahri, they will be so useless this game. Very useless this game. Yeah, the only thing that saved BKR's draft is the Gwen on 5. But K-Corp really invited the pick here. Oh, nice hold there on the E to drag as late as possible. But I think Skin's timing maybe could be a little bit better. Maybe they could time this together and then maybe there could have been something done here. I think also Skins, you can ask yourself if you should try to flash after, right? But it's really on the edge. It's not easy to do because you know you have base advantage over Xin Zhao because Xin Zhao based, like base late. So you know the Xin Zhao is not going to be there. Here there's a bit of a problem for K-Corp bot lane is Vi showed on mid. Vi showed on mid and Vi went into top side and they are slow pushing out. Like here right now, Kaori and Whiten are really fucked. Like they are really in trouble. But I think it also stems from before, right? It's like Kaori fucked up his lane. When he got hooked there, they crashed wave 1 and they got hooked on wave 2 into the wave. So it's really a big problem. Yeah, I think also Pride Circle should switch to sweeper, but it's not that big of a deal, it's fine. Somehow, Zeri and Lulu got out of the lane phase. Swain has really good condition. The gank on mid really hurt Ahri, it seems. Catalyst into Ahri items is very good. They give up first Drake, but it's completely natural and normal. You have Zeri Lulu against Varus Nautilus and enemy has Xin Zhao. Losing first Drake is completely natural and normal. I don't think here, honestly, here, I don't mind K-Corp's play, the fact that Lulu crosses into mid here. The only issue I have with it, right, is it's a fine play because Swain is so strong in this fight that they can actually 3v3 and win. But I think in this moment, it's better for Vi to just farm and to actually get level 6. I think it's just better and for Lulu to go straight into bot. But let's see how this plays out. There is potential here for 3v3 on mid because Swain is so strong. Like Swain with ult on, Ahri no flash, no mana. Here is winning for K-Corp. If this was losing, I would say Whiten is making a mistake, but this is perfectly fine, right? It's just that here, what are they contesting? It's like Ahri can just back off, they take Vision and River and what's gonna happen, right? There's nothing to be done. I think Lulu could go straight into bot. Vi could be farming because now the issue is Vi takes control of bot side river and they play some good vision, but they can retake this very easily because Vi needs to go into top side anyway, right? And they will not get 4-man dove on bot anytime soon because Swain has too much dominance over mid. Way too much dominance. Ahri cannot move. Here, the mistake from BKR, right, is that Ahri is deciding to push on the mid wave. These guys are playing as if Ahri is hovering. It's much easier for Zeri to connect with this fight and Varus cannot connect. But in reality, Varus is playing on the wave, which is fine. When this wave crashes, then you take over Tribush. You don't take over Tribush now because the wave is still positioned in a way where Zeric can posture. So in this moment, here, Skins is already trapping, this was good, and you see the fight started in a way where Ari is on mid, showing. They're 3v3 flat out, but this person is joining so late. And this is a dream start already. She queued, and they're finding the burst on the Nautilus. Keep in mind, this is a very weak Nautilus, because my man has Glacial Augment. No Aftershock, nothing, he's paper. And he has Mercuries for some reason. I don't know why he has Mercs. I think Mercs this game is quite troll. The Mercury's... I just noticed that the man has Mercs. He's paper. He's legit paper. He has Mercs for Polymorph. If I buy Ninja Tabi as Nautilus, an enemy Lulu polymorphs me because of that, I'm very happy. Very happy. I say, Alhamdulillah. She wasted Polymorph. Insha'Allah. She is going to polymorph me. Okay, Premier Sang. Very good. Good play. I like that Skins is trapping in this bush. So far, very solid game from Skins. I have no complaints about Skins, so God bless him. God bless him. Here, the main thing, right? The timing of this fight on bot was so huge because of the Drake spawn timer. Drake spawn timer and also the Rift Herald timer of Xin Zhao is breaking. Because in reality, this was a moment where Ari could have hovered, Ari could have played for this if they wanted to cross-try. Or they could have pushed bot and then cross-try, take over try, place Herald, and then play for Drake. It could have been completely fine. But now it's in reverse, right? Ari base late, Swain has Prio, has Road of Ages advantage, and it puts everything in reverse. Here it's very awkward for Pride Stalker because honestly, Swain can completely 1v9 here. Like, Swain is completely unleashed in such a fight. I told you guys before that Swain has turbo value. And this fight is even more grim because my man had to place the Rift Herald on the floor. Like he has to place the Rift Herald on the floor. Like he's completely fucked. Here, Swain is sicko mode here. Swain is so strong here. He's unkillable, dude. And also he got to combo before, which means that he's full Conqueror stacked. Look at this Herald, man. They put the Herald in a way where they think that he can fight here too. As Varus is eating every spell. It's like, to be fair, I don't blame them. It's like, I don't blame Varus here. Because BKR are saying, okay, we fight. But then they realize, actually, we can't fight. Let's leave. Because if you want to fight here, you fucking use your spells here, right? But you can't. It's like so losing. It's like Varus is walking to a fight that obviously Xin Zhao and Nautilus want to take. But then they're like, fuck this shit, I'm out, and they are leaving. Here, I don't blame Varus. It's like, Varus is like, he's getting pulled to this fight. I can't blame Varus here. Of course, the fight is inherently very bad because Swain is too strong here. But, you can't blame Varus here. So, I already think this situation is quite good for K-Corp. The main issue here is that they get spotted on this ward, Scion bases, okay? I think here, this ward is really fucking them over. It's like, K-Corp here did a very poor job of sweeping the bot side river. Because if you go back, right, the enemy played bot side, right? They played bot side. We kill Shekolad, very nice. I missed this kill actually. The enemy has full vision bot side. And then when Vi and Lulu is taking over here, they're not using their sweepers appropriately. Here, Vi didn't sweep, nothing. And this ward is just spotting them entire time. Which makes it very hard for Sakan to actually cross into mid and to contest the wave. If the enemy is denied on vision, and Vi and Lulu are potentially like contesting on the mid wave, then it's a lot easier. But here, they spot everyone the entire time. And during this entire sequence, Skins didn't use his sweeper. And it's very important to sweep the areas you're going to walk in. It's like, it's fine to not sweep your own jungle because you portal to the other side, right? But the issue is, of course, that you're just doing this. I think here, I don't like that BKR are putting Herald. I think putting the Herald like this is not so good, especially in a scenario where your team is hitting the mid turret. I think you can just let Gwen hit this for free and then you can be mid with Xin Zhao. I don't know why this Varus also is running away. Like he just hates his team. Like Varus just said, I'm out. Like he just peaced out. I'm not sure what happened. Like he just left. He's like, guys, you're ending. I'm leaving. But here, the moment Xin Zhao shows on top, they cannot really hit the turret. That's why I don't like the Rift Herald on top. Like, to be fair here, right? If Varus is fighting here, he gets Vi ulted and then he's just getting one shot, right? It's just a terrible position to be in the first place. The main point here is that Xin Zhao is putting Herald on top instead of the Xin Zhao going into mid here and covering for his team while hitting. Because Gwen is gonna take this turret anyway. Just because of Gwen's condition and Sion deciding to base, they're not going to be able to actually get the hit on tier 2 top. So if Xin Zhao was mid here, they could pressure and it would have been a lot better. But now instead we have the situation. I cannot blame Varus for this case. Varus is not at fault here. He's not. The game is completely lost for BKR. Completely lost. BKR tried to play early game comp. They gave K-Corp, Lulu Zeri. Kaori fucked up the lane a little bit. On YouTube, yeah, I know, but this is not YouTube. I know the hotkeys on YouTube, bro. I'm a YouTube pro. Look here though, guys. Gwen was a little bit dangerous. She's doing some damage. Look at that. Obviously she's 1v5, but just to make my point, Gwen was good pick here. Okay, BKR is completely on some smoke though with the Ahri blind. This is a monster Swain game. Monster Swain game. It's a bit of an embarrassing draft from BK. Interested in joining K-Corp as coach, guys? Show some respect, yeah. Show some respect to K-Corp coaching staff, yeah. We don't do that, yeah. We're watching a K-Corp game. I'm vibing, okay. Don't worry, you'll see me in LEC very soon. KC coaches pick the Swain. No. This was 100% sucking, by the way.